Now we can discuss the Fourier cosine and sine integral. We already studied the Fourier integral representation of a function f of x. That is given by the formula f of x is equal to integral from 0 to infinity a omega cos omega x plus b omega sin omega x d omega, where a omega equal to 1 by pi integral from minus infinity to infinity f of t cos omega t dt, and p of omega equal to 1 by pi integral from minus infinity to infinity f of t into sin omega t dt. Next we are considering the Fourier cosine integral. Here we consider f of x is an even function. When f of x is an even function, here you consider b omega. Here f of t is even and sine is an odd function. So product of an even and an odd function is odd, and we have the result integral from minus infinity to infinity f of x dx equal to 0 when f of x is an odd function, and equal to 2 times integral 0 to infinity f of x dx when f of x is an even function. Okay, so here we will have b omega equal to 0. Similarly, a omega, here f of t is even, cos is even, product is even. So you can apply the second formula here. So that is 2 by pi integral from 0 to infinity f of t cos omega t dt. So the corresponding f of x contain only a omega. So integral from 0 to infinity a of omega cos omega x d omega. Now Fourier sine integral, here we consider f of x is an odd function. Then a omega becomes 0 and b omega equal to 2 by pi integral from 0 to infinity f of t sin omega t dt, where f of x is equal to integral from 0 to infinity b omega sin omega x d omega. Okay, now we can discuss problems related to the Fourier sine integral and the Fourier cosine integral. Now let us move to problem. So first problem is using Fourier cosine integral, show that integral 0 to infinity cos x omega divided by 1 plus omega square d omega equal to pi by 2 into e raised to minus x when x greater than 0. Here we want to use using Fourier cosine integral. Okay, so here we want to choose f of x. Now f of x is equal to e raised to minus x for x greater than 0. We can choose f of x equal to e raised to minus x when x greater than 0. Okay, so using this function we can calculate a omega. A omega equal to 2 by pi integral from 0 to infinity f of t into cos omega t into dt. Now this is equal to 2 by pi integral from 0 to infinity e raised to minus t cos omega t dt. This is equal to 2 by pi, then here e raised to minus t divided by 1 plus omega square into minus cos omega t plus omega sin omega t. Okay, this is by using the result of integral 0 to, no need to write the limits now, integral e raised to ax cos bx dx equal to e raised to ax divided by a square plus b square into a cos bx plus b sin bx. Now this is equal to, now we want to apply the upper limit and lower limit here. So 2 by pi, we want to substitute for t. 1 plus omega square is a constant. You can take it outside. So that is equal to, at first you can put a t as infinity. So e raised to minus infinity becomes 0. So 0 minus. Now you can substitute the lower limit is 0 for t. So here 1 into, here inside the bracket you have minus 1. Here we have sin 0 is 0. So the answer is 2 by pi into 1 plus omega square. Okay. Now we can substitute the value of a omega in f of x. So f of x is equal to integral from 0 to infinity a omega into cos omega x d omega. Okay, here we have 2 by pi is a constant, so you can take it outside of the integral sign. So integral 0 to pi 1 by 1 plus omega square. Here cos omega x d omega. Now you can take 2 by pi to the other side. So integral from 0 to infinity cos omega x divided by 1 plus omega square into d omega equal to pi by 2 into f of x. Now you can substitute the value of f of x here. So pi by 2 into e raised to minus x for x greater than 0. Okay, here we chosen f of x as e raised to minus x. Here this function is even in the interval x greater than 0. Now if we are not considering this condition, then we cannot say this function is an even function. Okay, so you note that point also here. So this completes the first problem. Okay, now let us move to the next problem now. Now the second question. Represent f of x equal to x square and 0. If 0 less than x less than 1, and here for x greater than 1. Represent f of x as a Fourier cosine integral. Fourier cosine integral. Okay, so here we want to calculate the value of a omega. So a omega is given by the formula 2 by pi integral from 0 to infinity f of t into cos omega t dt. And here the so we can split the integral here. So the first integral from 0 to 1 and the second from 1 to infinity. So here the function value is t square into cos omega t dt, and the second value is 0. Now this is equal to 2 by pi. Now we can apply the formula. Here we want to apply integration by parts, so we can apply the formula for integral uv equal to u into v1 minus u dash into v2 plus u double dash into v3 minus etc. Okay, so here you have the first function is t square. Now integral of cos. What is integral cos? Integral cos is sin omega t divided by omega. Okay, then minus u dash. U dash means 2t. Then integral of this function sin omega t by omega. So minus cos omega t divided by omega square. Already we have an omega there. Then plus derivative of 2t, that means 2. Then here minus the derivative of this function. What is the derivative of cos? Then sin, not derivative, integral, minus sin omega t divided by omega cube. Okay, so this completes the integration. Now you have to apply the limit also. Limit is from 0 to 1. Okay, limit from 0 to 1. So this is equal to 2 by pi. So here when you are substituting t as 1, here you have sine omega by omega minus become plus, then 2 into cos omega by omega square, then minus 2 into sine omega divided by omega cube. Now when you substituting the lower limit, here 0, here 0, here also 0. So no need to substitute the lower limit here. Okay, so this is the value of a of omega. Now you can substitute the value of a omega in f of x. So what is our f of x? So the formula for f of x is equal to 2. We can write the formula first. F of x is equal to integral from 0 to infinity a omega into cos omega x d omega. So you can substitute the value of a omega here. A omega is 2 by pi into sine omega divided by omega plus 2 into cos omega divided by omega square minus 2 into sine omega divided by omega cube. Okay, that is the value we already obtained. Then into one more term here, into cos omega x d omega. Okay, now here you can see that 2 by pi is a constant, so you can take it outside. So 2 by pi integral from 0 to infinity sine omega divided by omega plus 2 into cos omega divided by omega square minus 2 into sine omega divided by omega cube into d omega. Okay, so this is the required answer. Okay, now we can move to a problem related to the Fourier sine integral now. Okay, next we have the Fourier sine integral. So third question, find the Fourier sine integral of f of x equal to e raised to minus kx, where x greater than 0, k greater than 0. That is the given condition. Okay. So here we want to, in the case of Fourier sine integral, we want to calculate the value of b omega. So what is the formula to calculate b omega? 2 by pi integral from 0 to infinity f of t. So what is the value of f of t here? Here the value is e raised to minus kt, then sine omega t into dt. Okay, now here you can use the formula integral e raised to ax sine bx dx is equal to e raised to ax divided by a square plus b square into a sine bx minus b cos bx. Okay, now you can substitute, you can use that formula here. So this is 2 by pi. What is a? A is minus k. So e raised to minus kt divided by k square plus omega square. Now inside the bracket minus k into sine omega t minus omega cos omega t Okay, now we have to substitute the limit also, 0 to infinity. So that is equal to 2 by pi Now when substituting t as infinity, here you can take this k square plus omega square also outside the bracket, that is a constant. So here inside the bracket, here you have first term becomes 0, so e raised to minus infinity. Now you can substitute the lower limit, here e raised to 0 1, then minus k sin 0, that is 0, then minus omega into 1. So the answer is 2 omega divided by pi into k square plus omega square. Okay, so this is the value of b omega. Now you can substitute this value in f of x. So what is f of x? Integral from 0 to infinity b omega into sin omega x d omega. So this is equal to integral from 0 to infinity. Here you can substitute 2 omega by pi into k square plus omega square, then sin omega x d omega. Now here you can see that 2 by pi is a constant. Now inside the integral sign you will have omega sin omega x divided by k square plus omega square, then into d omega. Now you can take this 2 by pi to the other side. So integral from 0 to infinity omega into sin omega x d omega divided by k square plus omega square equal to pi by 2 into f of x. Now you can substitute the value of f of x here. So this is pi by 2 into e raised to minus kx, where x greater than 0 and k greater than 0. So this is the required sign integral. Okay. Here you can calculate the corresponding cosine integral also, that you can take as a homework. Okay. Now let us stop here. Thank you all.